What's going on, guys? I am Switters. Welcome back to the channel, and you're gonna have to forgive my voice because it's literally 3 o'clock in the morning here, but the game just came out for us people in New Zealand. Wink wink. So I want to show you what happens at the very beginning when you first load into zombies and the things you have to choose from. So very first thing, this is the home page, so we're just going to scroll over to zombies like you normally would. Nothing special here, obviously. So before we go and jump in and start a match, I'm just going to show you everything you can do before you jump into that first match and get set up. So we're just going to use our right bumper here, scroll over to our gear, and we're going to check some things out from here. So this is the standard guy that it comes with, or this is Rocket over here. So we're going to start with Rocket initially, and then this is the default loadout that we come with, okay? And you start with a small rucksack, backpack. It's going to be weird calling it a rucksack. I don't call backpacks rucksacks. So anyhow, you start with this small one, and the weapons that you start with first are the MCW, and it has an extended mag, so that's great. And then your secondary is a Lockwood shotgun. So again, that's pretty great. But if you click on it, you can actually swap it out. So now we come into here. Now this is, again, if you never played DMZ, this is going to be unfamiliar to you. If you have, it's going to be very familiar to you. So you can put a weapon in your insured slot, meaning if you go down, if you are unable to exfil, if you die in game, you don't make it out, whatever weapon you have on you will be gone forever, until that is forever, you know, should be in quotes there, until you find that weapon again in game and successfully exfil with it. Then you'll get it again. But if you do go down, it's gone from your inventory. You don't have it anymore, again, until you successfully exfil with it. So you can choose any of these weapons here to start off. So you've got the Holger, that's an LMG. The MTZ, you can see, is an assault rifle. We have a battle rifle. We had a sub or a handgun. You can put any of these into your first insured slot. It's not a bad idea to go ahead and throw something in there. You can always change it. It doesn't have to stay there forever. Then you have to unlock the second insured slot by completing Act 1 in Zombies, and then the third insured slot by completing Act 2. So these are a bunch of missions we're going to have to do to complete each act. We'll get to that later, but for now, you can do this here. Again, same with the shotgun as your secondary. It doesn't mean that you just have secondaries. When you click on that to change it, it's going to be all the weapons that you have available. So again, that would include your insured one or your contraband down here. Contraband, again, is the stuff you can lose. Insured is stuff that is permanent. And those are the two options that you have right now. So I'm going to just load in when I go into my first game. I'm just going to take these two in with me. Seems pretty good. This MCW assault rifle was great in the beta, but it also has the extended mag on it. Will be a bit more maneuverable, and we'll have a decent shotgun. So I think I'm going to load in with that for my first game. Your tacticals, you have to start out with a stun grenade. Everything else is locked by levels. So you can see smoke grenades 16, scattermine 18, decoy 42, shock stick level 25. I don't know why this is these are in a weird order here. The decoy grenade at level 42 and this is at 25. Don't ask me, just how it is. The stim at level 25, which will be very handy probably for solo players, which I am, so I'm looking forward to unlocking that. Let's level up real quick. And the experimental gas. For your lethals, again, you're going to start with the frag grenade. Everything else, again, unlocked at different levels. Claymores level 8. Throwing knife level 30. Thermite 33, proximity mine 25. Again, I don't know why these are kind of flipped in a weird order for, you know, the levels, but whatever, it is what it is. Drill charge you're familiar with, level 25. Semtex is level 25. C4 level 25. So I think some of these levels might not be correct. I don't know why they would have 3 different things unlock at the same level, but maybe it is. Oh, 4 things. Molotov at level 25. Breacher drone at level 25. So I have a feeling this is not quite right, these levels, but whatever, it is how it is for now, and you're not going to be able to load in with it anyway because you're starting at level 1, obviously. And now the field upgrade, you have to start with the energy mine. Frenzy Guard doesn't unlock until level 9, Healing Aura level 19, Frost Blast level 29, Ether Shroud 39, and finally Tesla Storm doesn't unlock until level 50. So you've got a little ways to go there. That looks pretty badass, I've got to say, with the colors and everything. Looks pretty great. But that is everything to get started with. You can check if you scroll up to the top here and you want to customize. You can do that. You can go over to the battle pass, the store, or whatever as well. But if you go to strike team, you can, so again, we'll go back to customize. For the skin, you can put on this skin, scarecrow skin, or rocket over here, like that. Totally whichever one you think looks better. I don't know. What do you think? I'll stick with him for now. And again, you can change your finishing move if you like over here. You can knee somebody in the nuts there. That's painful. And again, you don't have anything here just yet. We can select whichever operators you already have unlocked. So I have some ghost skins unlocked. Let's see if we have. Yeah, we have a zombie ghost over here. We're gonna put zombie ghost on because we're playing zombies. So you can load up with 3 different operators as of now. So if I equip him, so now you see how it changed. It's highlighted. Rocket is no longer highlighted. Now Ghost is highlighted. You can go over here, pick another guy if you want. You know, again, whatever you have unlocked as of now, because again, everything carries over from Modern Warfare 2. So I don't buy bundles, as you can see, but all these various bundles are still everybody's favorite. Nicki Minaj, 21 Savage, etc., etc., etc. And you can create a final character. Let's go with Soap. Rip Soap. If you didn't play the campaign, sorry if I just spoiled that for you, but yeah, Rip Soap. So if we equip him again, it moves over and highlights him. And then if you pressed Y, you could dismiss him, and then you would choose a different operator to have in that 3rd slot. Cool. But you will have different operators with different gear. You'll have, as you can see below Soap there on the left, where it says gear information. If we press on our controller, the view button, you got the small rucksack. The 2nd slot there is for score streaks. Then you have your armor plates, the vest. The 4th slot is the gas mask, and the 5th slot is a self-revive. So this just lets you know which character has what. So sometimes if you exfil with score streaks, it stays in your inventory. It will be in your inventory when you go to load in for the next game for that character. These are not switchable between characters as well. So then the same thing with the armor plates. Yeah, if you have a 3-plate vest, it'll be for that character that you exfil with. Gas mask the same, self-revive the same thing. So that's pretty much everything to get started as far as this goes, but let's back out now to the main lobby page. Now, a couple of very important things, especially for me as a solo player, if you are as well. Below where it says Start Operation Deadbolt, down on the bottom left, if you press your left trigger, that's the squad fill or no fill. Squad fill, meaning you don't want to play solo, you want to have random people assigned to you, the other solo players, or you could be you as a solo and you'll get 2 other players that are a part of a team already. You could start with them. Or if you tick that off, as I just did there, so you don't see any of that blue right there like that, you turn that off, that means you are going in solo. Nobody's going to be joining your team. You can still, in-game, you can still join up with other squads. But this just means that as you load in, you are going in solo, okay? And then over here to the right, this might be the most important thing. Story missions. Act 1, Welcome to Operation Deadbolt. And you can see what kind of percentage we have done there, which is 0% because we haven't played yet. So we're going to select this. Now this is important because as with DMZ, the same thing is going to happen with zombies. This is how you progress. It seems like you need to do this, all these missions, in order to be able to fight the big boss at the end. I'm not entirely sure about that. Again, I literally have not played this yet. We're going to click on that and we're going to choose our mission. So here we go. Welcome to Operation Deadbolt. We can select that. As you can see, that's Act 1. Act 2, this is locked. Act 3, this is locked. We cannot do any of these things yet. We have to complete some missions in Act 1 first. So let's select that. Act 1, Welcome to Operation Deadbolt. As Operation Deadbolt's newest recruits acclimate to the horrors of the exclusion zone, the motives of Zakhaev and Terminus outcomes come into focus. Story mission unlock progress, 0 of 20 missions. So that is in Act 1, has 20 missions alone. So Act 2 and Act 3 probably going to have around 20 missions as well. So some of these are going to be much easier to complete than others. So don't get it in your head like the 60 missions. Oh my god, that's so many missions. Because let's have a look at what some of these missions are right off the bat. So as we go to the from the left side of the page there, where it says A, direct line. We have 0 of 3 things completed there. Again, we haven't played yet. So let's look what direct line is. Tier 1 direct line. No time to waste. The team heads out to the EZ to begin containment measures. Deadbolt's drone pilot, Captain Lucas Dobbs, conducts a crash course on navigation and threat indicators. So your first mission is ping a contract on the TAC map. Super simple. So when you load into the game, you just pull up your TAC map and then you find where the contracts are, scroll over it, and then literally ping it. That's it. That's one mission done. That's one of these 3 missions done already. So very easy. Then just go to the second one, as you can see down there, is to complete a contract. Contracts vary. I'm going to, again, base this off of DMZ mode. Contracts can be super simple, or they can be quite involved. So you can, by the way, it doesn't say you have to complete the same contract that you pinged. So when you open up your map, just ping any contract. Then if you want to complete a contract, you can pick a very simple one. Again, it might be just finding, I don't know, a walkie-talkie or something very simple. And then you've done that. Once you've completed that, you're good to go. And then the third mission here is to successfully exfil. It should be fairly simple. You can exfil, again, you're not having any PvP in this mode. This is only PvE, so just you versus the AI. So not super difficult. So you should be able to handle this at, these first few missions fine. So that's 3 missions right off the bat that you could probably honestly get done in about 5 minutes. And it doesn't look like you actually have to select anything. Oh, you do. Okay, so now you do want to select it. So there's the thing with DMZ. You had to select the missions. You can't just do the various things and consider it done just because you've done it. You need to choose it. So we're selecting this. So if I see I go down to Treasure Hunter, and I choose that, now that's what is selected. So now I'm working on the Treasure Hunter missions. So if I was to do, if I selected Treasure Hunter, like you see it's red there because I pressed A on it. If I then loaded into my first game and I pinged a contract on the TAC map, it doesn't count for my direct line missions. You have to have that chosen as your mission in order for it to count, okay? And then same with the complete the contract, same with the exfil thing. But you can also see, I didn't notice this at the beginning, you also see over to the right the rewards that you would get by completing those 3 contracts. So you would get a Juggernaut can acquisition, which is pretty great. The acquisitions, I believe, are the it enables you to load in with that particular, in this case it would be a perk, so you would be able to load in with Jug, which is pretty awesome to do in zombies. I mean, you need it, right? So that would be pretty great. And then you'd also get 1500 XP, so leveling up, we have to level up to, unlock future things, so that's pretty nice as well. And again, for Treasure Hunter now, open 25 loot caches. So again, you would have to select this, so we press A on it, it's highlighted now in red, and then when we load into the matches, then we start working on just opening 25 loot caches. Super simple stuff, right? And then if we scroll down though, look how many, there are. We can't even get down to these yet, but you can see here, Freezer Burn, 50 zombies with Cryo Freeze, slow 50 zombies with Cryo Freeze ammo mod. So it's going to take you a little bit more time. Stuff like that, it becomes a little bit more involved. Again, these contracts are going to be very wild. So these you have to unlock. There are different tiered missions. Within each act, there are tiered levels. So you need to complete, tier 1 before you can do tier 2, etc., etc., etc. Just like out here, you need to complete act 1 before you can do act 2, act 3, etc., etc. So I think it's fairly straightforward, although you might not even have noticed the squad fill down here in the bottom left, or you might not have noticed the story missions in the bottom right if you've never played DMZ and you're not ready for it. So again, that's why I make these videos, trying to help out. So if you found this useful, if it was helpful, please drop a like, consider subscribing to the channel, and I'll be making videos all day. We'll be streaming later today as well. These first few I just kind of wanted to do to get out to you guys so you're ready to load into the game if you've never done this before, which most of us haven't. So anyways, have a great day, guys, and happy new Call of Duty Day.